Hello everybody, this is D-Boy at the West Coast Uncensored, talking about a second rendition, second show of Higher Side Chats with none other than myself, just talking about things that apply to the within. Man, I just was been looking at things and the way things have played out the last 3-4 months and how things have been ridiculous on one aspect when you see certain things happening and know that it don't happen because it just happens. But there's definitely a driving force for an agenda, for a persuasion that they want to push and actually implement fear upon the people. Just the bottom line. Those who wake up, like, man, just like the Matrix, like when you look at Keanu Reeves, started the wake up edition of themselves. It's a hard pill to swallow. That's why they talk about the red, or in the movie, even talks about the red and the blue pill. But once you awake and you kind of wipe your eyes, kind of step to the side of your bed, put your feet down, reach between your legs, look down a little bit at the floor, and then raise back up and get your mind straight. Maybe some good thoughts, whatever a good aspect of a good way to wake up would be for you. There's a lot of those. Maybe some we'll cover in the future, man. Keep yourself balanced and grounded to yourself, through yourself, for yourself, because there's a Higher Side Chats. And we're again on the second edition of Higher Side Chats. How everybody's doing. I just want to say I'm glad to be here. Higher Side Chats will always be, that rendition will always be a leader up, like the teaser into the main video that will come out maybe later this week, on the very subject that I'm going to do a Higher Side Chat about. Today's Higher Side Chat is going to be about management, techniques, and goals. And this sounds like, well, this stuff maybe if you've been in the work, you've been a manager, you've been in management, you've been a boss, or even an employee with different trainings you have and different aspects of those kind of things that you've been involved in. That similar language, and there's a similarity to it because that part of it, which is connected to the corporation or the corpse, hear what I'm saying, is a simulation copy of you. Look at the word management. Look at this. I'm going to break it down in 3 symbols, and this is a revelation. This is part of the decoding aspect. We're going to teach a little decoding. West Coast Uncensored is about helping people reach their goals and learning techniques and fundamental techniques to tweak themselves when they start realizing and being awakened to the aspects of themselves, meaning you got to start living in your awareness and not just let things slip by. There might be a whole delivery of a message and a growth into a different existence for you, in a different consciousness. And if you're not aware, it will float by you, just like I had said on the last message, that there's paranormal experiences out there that we call paranormal experiences, but your awareness did not allow you to connect to it. And it might have been beneficial to you because this is about tweaking and knowing these techniques and knowing this aspect. Why? Because you want to take yourself and equip yourself to the next level of your consciousness. Things are changing. It's evident around us. But let me tell you, by God, you got to know that you are the vessel within you, that within you is the universe, and within you is the every aspect of that part of you. So learn that your power lies within. Learn that if your power lies within, it's almost like taking, you know how when you would take a protractor, you'd put the circle, you put that little dot, and then you drive a circle around, it would create the outward borders. The outward borders is like your outward consciousness always going outside yourself. And the farther you go outside to those borders, but really the aspect that the occultists would know in the spiritualness of the story would be get inside the protractor into as close as you can to the dot. And there's a whole different world of existence closer to the dot. But let me rush through this real quick because these videos aren't going to be long. This isn't my 20, and I've even cut it down. My thing on main videos is going to be 25 minutes, but let me get into this because we're already approaching 5. Management, techniques, and goals. Man-age-ment. Man age, and a mint always goes into the mind. Think about that. Management. And then techniques. What I'm talking about is learning yourself. Learning deep is this. We're going to give you techniques and tools to tweak yourself so you can go to your next level of consciousness. This is about being an adept. This is about learning your energies, learning to do things with your energies, and you being the Lord of your house. For knowing who you are is to know thyself. And goals. Goals are kind of the place you want to get to. And what does it take to get to that goal? What are your goals? What are your goals in what your journey that you're trying to get to? What is your goals? Where do you want to go? Remember, man, age, mint, or man, age, mint. Look at this. This is coded. Techniques and goals. And I'm going to do a longer video breaking this down, how this applies to you within you. GoPro shut down. This is D-Boy from West Coast Uncensored. Have a great day. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.